Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a realistic curtain, okay? And I'm probably not going to make a low poly version or mid poly version, but this is just going to be only realistic, okay? So the steps are very simple, okay? Pretty simple, straightforward. As you can see, we have screen cascades, okay? Next, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add a grid, right? In order to add a grid, you can do Shift A, Mesh, right? Hover over Mesh, right? And then go to Grid, and you can add a grid, right? So, again, I'm going to re-add it, and add a grid, okay? Before you touch anything on the screen, you're going to want to go to here, right? So, it's going to look like this for you, if it's your first time, right? If you open up Blender for the first time. It's not like this. So you can click the drop down menu here, or the up arrow, I don't even know anymore. And we're just going to do 54, okay? And that's just, I'm pretty sure it's divisible by 3 only. So yeah. So set it, rotate it by RX90, okay? Next, you're going to want to click on these, right? So you can go into edit mode with tab and click on one of these vertices with left click and then shift click, right? Another one, and then you can do Control Shift plus. Actually, apparently not, because can we do it now? Yeah, there you go. So now you can do that. And this requires a numpad, okay? If you don't have a number pad or a numpad, you cannot do this, and you'll have to do it manually by selecting each and every one of them like this, okay? Kind of like that. It's a tedious process, but it'll be worth it in the end if you don't have a numpad. So next, what you're going to want to do is go to the right of your screen here. Okay, you see where my mouse is? Go down here to this little icon here, click on it, and add a vertex group clicking this plus button. You don't need to name it, you can name it if you want. It's not a necessity to name it, okay? You can click assign, alright? Then, okay, so first let's go with the movements, right? The movements are shift to move around like this, shift, middle click, okay? And just doing that, it'll make you orbit around a certain pivot point, just holding the middle mouse button. And what you're going to do is make sure you click assign, okay? And click Control and then H, hug to new object, okay? And click on the grid, right? And again, just go over to the right here and go to this physics tab, right? It'll look something like this. Add a cloth, okay? Scroll down to shape, okay? Click on this pin group, right? And just select the group you have. And here you can go down here to self collisions. Alright, next click on this empty here, okay? And give yourself a few frames to work with, such as 1000, okay? And right, it'll be down here, and you can click play to play it, okay? And it'll start simulating cloth, okay? And what now you could do is S and then X, right? It'll change the vertex, right? It'll size them or whatnot, and then you can do it when you press space, okay? So as you can see, it's starting to form a curtain-like shape, okay? So now, don't touch anything you cannot go into. I mean, actually you can if you're not touching the grid, right? So now you can click space, right? If you don't like it, you can reset it, or you can Control Z, and press space, click, make sure you're selecting the empty, right? S and then X. It'll be laggy maybe for some of you guys, right? Depending on your PC specs probably. And then once you're happy with the shape, you can press stop, right? And the steps to finalizing it is clicking apply, right? And then deleting this and deleting this, okay? But before we do that, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to make a different type of curtain, okay? You can click on Shift A, right? Mesh and then a torus, okay? So you can size it down a bit to your liking. Go to the physics tab and add collision, okay? Now, if you press space, and you could bring it in, okay? Make sure you bring it in slowly, okay? S is to scale in, okay? Okay, right, you can do something like this. Make sure you move it slowly, because if you move it too fast, it'll glitch like that, kind of. Okay. As you can see, it'll glitch like that. It'll glitch like that, okay? And let's just do that, okay? I like this one. But now that you know how to do that, and we're just going to reverse. Oh god, oh my goodness. And I'm just a quick little one. Doesn't really matter how it looks. Curtains are supposed to be raggedy and random, so we're gonna select like that, okay? And again, go to the property tab, click on apply, and then X out of that, right? Or X out of that, and then here click on this, X, and then delete, or just delete. Alright, so as you can see, it kind of looks a bit pixelated, and this is too much triangles for Roblox, okay? And the easiest way to get rid of them is to make it a lot smoother by adding a subdivision surface by going to the properties tab, clicking add modifier, and clicking a subdivision surface. And make sure it's on Cat Mall Clark, right? And set it to 2. If your computer can handle 2, set it to 1 or something, okay? And now as you can see, we have 93,000 triangles, okay, or tries. But now as you can see, it looks a lot smoother, right? It looks a lot more realistic. Most game engines can handle this except for Roblox, okay? And Roblox likes models or meshes underneath 10,000 tries, okay? So what we're going to want to do is click on add modifier and click on this one, decimate, okay? And just set it to 0.1 for the ratio, and this will drop it down by like 10,000, okay? Or 80,000, my bad. So it'll divide it by 10 basically, okay? As you can see, it's already much better than we had before, and it still looks super smooth, okay? And go to add modifier, and then do it again, not geometry nodes, do decimate again, okay? 0.1, and it'll keep its shape sort of, okay? And as you can see, if you have these shading issues, click on the vertice and click double G, okay? And as you can see, it'll fix your shading issues you have there. As you can see, you have no shading issues, and so if you do GG, you can see that it moves on the face, right? It slides the vertex, basically. Now, as you can see, you have that, okay? Now you can export this into Roblox, pretty simple. You can hit this file, export. I suggest FBX or OBJ, and if you have color in Blender, such as a color palette, and you apply it to here, FBX is the best way to go. It adds color, much better. So you're just going to want to go to downloads, doesn't really matter, nope. And now you can open up a Roblox Studio template. Right, so I'm just going to hop over to Roblox Studio. Okay, now that we are in Roblox Studio, the easiest way is to click Game Settings, okay? And go to, make sure it's published, okay? And if it's not published, well, you're gonna have to publish it, okay? Go to Asset Manager, click Bulk Import, okay? Right, so it's gonna look like this when you start. Click on View, Asset Manager, and click this little import, okay? And click this one, right? And click Apply. So find your file, and it's just gonna import it pretty simply. And then you could double click it here, and you can see you have your curtains, okay? And so yeah, that is how you make a curtain in Blender that looks realistic but is low poly at the same time, okay? So what I mean by that, I mean it has less triangles than a realistic curtain has, okay? Whatever, it's optimized for Roblox, perfect for Roblox. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and leave a comment down below of what you think about the video. And if you want to suggest a video idea, you can go ahead and suggest a video idea. Let's just go and dance. So yeah, again, goodbye guys, have an amazing day, stay positive, bye.